Well, hey there, guys, and welcome to somewhere in California. I've been going along the Pacific Coast Highway most of the morning on my way to Santa Cruz, and I've stopped off at this lookout. There's some kind of lake nearby. Excuse the wind, it's very windy up here in the mountains. I hope you can hear me. Now, as I've been driving through these roads, I've been thinking about the difference in driving culture and traffic in America compared to China. And something that really sparked it off was last night on the way to the subscriber meetup. It took me 2 hours in downtown LA, Friday night traffic. It took 2 hours to get from Lake Forest to downtown LA. And it was pretty horrendous, I'm not going to lie. It wasn't enjoyable. A lot of bumper to bumper, tons of cars, a lot of stopping and starting. And everybody, who came to the subscriber meetup, of course, was complaining about the traffic and telling me about, this is the worst traffic, and so I asked them, how bad it actually gets in America, in LA anyway. Does it get any worse? And they were like, no, this is about as bad as it gets. And so I thought to myself, well, you know what, that's actually not too bad. I'm not going to get in depth here, but if I compare it to Chinese traffic, that was a bit of a breeze. I'll tell you why. In China, unfortunately, the sort of culture on the road is something along the lines of, if you don't push your way in, you will never get in. So there's no real merging. People, if they see you want to turn, if you put your indicator on, instead of letting you in, they'll actually speed up to block you. And it's kind of rude, and it's aggressive, and it's not very nice, but everybody does it. So as a result, nobody gets ticked off and there's no road rage. Whereas I noticed road rage is a lot more rampant here in America for things like if you're in the passing lane and you're not going fast enough and someone's waiting for you to go past, they'll start waving you on or flashing their lights or whatever, which is it's understandable, because when you're used to things working a certain way, you get ticked off if people don't follow the rules, or they're kind of blocking you or whatever. Of course, people drive a lot faster here as well, way faster. In China, yes, you can go 120 kilometers on the highway, which is, I guess, about 75, something like that. That's the max speed. But if you're off the highways, and even on the highways, people drive really slowly. They don't usually drive the maximum speed. So when you do see accidents in China, most of the time they are just little fender benders. Not very often, they're not very often fatalities, unless you're talking about in the rural areas. And that's usually like a truck or a car riding over a pedestrian, or someone on a motorcycle that just popped out without looking left and right, etc. There was one other thing I really wanted to comment on, and that is the fact that people drive here for recreation. Coming along on these roads, you'll see the guys, it's Saturday now, so it's weekend, and the guys are out on their bikes kind of carving up the mountain and enjoying themselves. You see people kind of with their families all packed in a minivan, sort of coming up here to have a picnic and just enjoy a sort of a weekend drive. And this is not something that happens in China. In China, driving is a means to an end. You want to go somewhere, so you drive there, and everybody hates it. Nobody actually enjoys the act of driving, whereas here you can see people are really enjoying it as they wind around the canyons, or just go along the coast. And that's a big difference in culture, and I think any Chinese person will agree with me. And it's something that I really miss in China, because, like I said, even though I have a car there, I really despise driving anywhere in China, because you're constantly under attack or constantly in defense mode, because people are going to come left and right and jump out in front of you and not obey the rules, and turn without indicators and not merge, things like that, or not allow you to merge. So you can't relax, and it can be quite stressful. And then of course the huge amount of cars that are on the road now in China as well, just it's quite mind-boggling. You think LA traffic is bad, man. That's kind of what Sunday traffic in Shenzhen's like. So, or if you've ever been to Beijing, you'll see it up there as well. It's absolutely ridiculous. You can get traffic jams that last days, months. Well, there was one that lasted a month, anyway. But yeah, the thing is there have been a couple of times I've been on the highway, and the traffic will stop. and then just stay stopped for about 2 hours, and people get out of their cars and smoke and play cards and badminton on the side of the road. Whereas here, even in the worst sort of Friday night LA traffic, and there were accidents and stuff, people, you stop for a very short time, usually 20-30 seconds, and then it starts to move again. Even though it's really slow and annoying and bumper to bumper, it still moves. So of course it has a lot to do with the fact that there are a lot less people and cars on the road here. But I just say that the driving culture in America is, well, it's a lot more mature and it's a lot more enjoyable. However, you do also get a lot of people that kind of drive recklessly and really fast here, and sort of you don't really get that in China that often. I see it a lot more often here. You only ever get it if it's some kind of fool or die in his Ferrari or his expensive car, and he just wants to go show off and that kind of thing. But here it seems like you'll get people just in any old car driving like an arse from time to time. Anyway, that's it for this. Just a very quick observation. It's not a long episode. I'm not here with anyone today. I'm on my way to Santa Cruz to have dinner with an old friend, and I just wanted to say thank you for the awesome meetup last night. It was amazing, good turnout. People were great. We had a lovely time, and I can't wait for the next one. I'll be releasing an update soon, and yeah, you know the drill. I'll see you in the next one. And by the way, before you just click off and close the video, you should always wait till the end, because I always put some pretty cool drone footage right at the end of my videos, so stick around for that at least. Thanks guys, thanks for watching, and well, as always, you know the drill.